Hello. What's up? Happy Sunday, happy check-in. It is Sunday, April 27th at 10:38 a.m. And usually I do these on Saturday night, but yesterday I was just a little, like tired. I just wasn't in the mood for anything. It was like really raining and it was just not cute. So I didn't really feel like checking in or doing any of that. Right now I'm in my church parking lot. About to get ready for that 11 a.m. service, but ooh, I don't think anybody else is finding a parking. Anyways, I just snagged this parking so I could do my check-in really quick, and I came here early so that I had time to do my video before the service. So let's dive right in. This is week 11. Week 11, one more week, guys. And this was about recovering a sense of autonomy. So, the first question is, how many days this week did you do your morning pages and how was the experience for you? Have you recommended morning pages to anyone else and why? Yes. Okay. 7 out of 7, you already know I do my morning pages every day. I think I will literally do them for the rest of my life. And if not, I will definitely attempt to do so. The experience was good. I feel like I've noticed that sometimes I can distract myself, but if I just put on a good playlist, I go through my morning pages really quickly, and like I feel like I do have like that stream of consciousness that just like flows really well. So I'm trying not to acknowledge people walking by me because I'm embarrassed of filming myself. Okay, so yes. Yeah, so 7 out of 7. I think it's getting more routine for me. I think I'm getting more familiar with the way in which I like to write in the morning, what I like to write about in the morning, without excluding any topic. Like today I wrote about something a little different than I usually do because I had to get some things off my chest, and it was good. It was good, but I still kind of like get the same nourishment out of the pages no matter what I write, which is really awesome. I really love that. That's why I love this tool so much, honestly. And if you don't do morning pages, I recommend it to you, but also I have recommended it to people. I've recommended it to my friend Buki and my friend Gabby, and I just explained to them kind of like how much it's helped me and the purpose that it serves in my life, and how awesome I think it is to start your day off in that way. Like I genuinely think that it changes the trajectory of your days. It's genuinely changed my life. Like I feel like the writing stuff has just allowed me to, writing every morning has really allowed me to kind of like hone in on creative ideas more, do more healing, do more introspection. So yeah, it's also a really good habit. And yeah. Okay. Number 2, did you do your artist day this week? Have you considered scheduling an entire artist day? And what did you do and how did it feel? Yes, I've contemplated that. I feel like every single time I have an artist date, I want to do like a whole day. Like I treat the day as my artist date, and I just like take it easy on myself. I don't schedule like a whole shebang, like big extravaganza. I feel like the Botanical Gardens was like kind of like an extravaganza day, and then that day that I did, I think it was week 4, where I did I like got matcha, I went to a bookstore, I just like had the best day ever. That was probably my favorite artist date besides the Botanical Gardens. So yeah. Yesterday I did my artist date, I got a pedicure, and then I went to Staples and I treated myself to a box of my favorite pens, and they're the most basic pens ever, and I went to 3 different stores, could not find them, but I finally found them at Staples. They're the Bic Crystal Extra Smooth pens. If anyone wants a good freaking pen, it's literally the most basic plastic see-through pen. You can see the ink through the pen, and it has a black cap. That's it. That's my favorite pen. I've tried so many pens. I'm an avid writer, and that is my favorite pen. There's literally no better. And a box of 10 was $2.99. Mama, I live in New York City. That's a freaking bargain if I've ever seen one. So it was pretty good, especially at Staples. I thought I was gonna pay $7.39 for freaking 4 pens. So it was a good day. It was a good freaking day. I got my pedicure done. It felt really good, because I haven't gotten a pedicure since, I don't even know. So yeah, it was freaking lit, and it came out really cute, because I just hate when I get a pedicure and then like my nails are not like the right size, or like this pedicure was so good. The color's really cute. The shape of my nails are perfect. It was great. My feet are super smooth. Like, she did her big one. It felt great, yeah. And then the third question is, did you experience any synchronicity this week? What was it? Let me pull up my handy dandy note. Y'all already know. Sorry if I'm kind of like rushing through this. I just, sorry. I keep on feeling like I'm like the butt of my car is like really out. And I don't know if it's just because this parking lot is small, or if because I parked like bleep. So yeah. Anyways, let me get through these synchronicities. Okay. First synchronicity. I wanted to make lasagna with Lexi. I low-key had like a daydream about it. It wasn't like a full slumber dream, but I was daydreaming about it because I was like, damn, like if I ever had to like bring food to like someone else's house for anything, like I would want to make lasagna. And my sister Lexi makes such good lasagna that I was like, she would need to like, I want her to like help me make it. I know how to make it too, but like, you know, I just want her approval. And then she tells me that she was planning on making lasagna at her aunt's house. So I was like, see, like that was a synchronicity, you know? Number 2, I was thinking of someone and they messaged me on Instagram, like literally not even a few hours later. And I don't really hear from them very often. So I was like, tea. Okay, the third synchronicity. Yesterday, okay, I've been going through this thing where like I'm getting a lot of, y'all know, like I'm spiritual Barbie, like down. Me and God go together real bad. And I feel like lately I'm in a season of like silence. Like, God don't be talking back to me that much these days. And I'm like, are you mad at me, King? Like, what's going on? But what I have been receiving is like downloads. Like I haven't, sometimes my prayer is like a little bit conversational, if that makes sense. But these days it's just crickets. Like I'm just sending them up, you know, no response, just sending them out. Like that's it. And you know, sometimes it can be a little bit isolating, frustrating, if you will, because I don't know, you know, sometimes I just get like a little paranoid that I'm like doing something wrong, or like that, I don't know, God is mad at me or something, which is trauma. I need to unlearn that. I mean, sometimes, yes, we are being displeasing, but like, I don't think I'm in, like when I think about it realistically, I don't think I'm in that space. I just feel like I'm getting in my head a little bit. And I have been getting downloads of just like instructions, or like just random spurts, like God is just speaking to me in that way, not really like, it's just different than I've experienced. I don't really know how to explain it because it sounds like he's talking back to me, like what are you saying? Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's just different. I'm getting used to this right now, and I feel like it's just like silent outside of just like random little pings that I'm getting, if that makes sense. So I'm writing down all these little pings, and yesterday I was in my car, it was pouring rain, and I'm writing and writing and writing, and I write something from Psalm 139, and it says, I'm awesomely and wonderfully created, or I'm fearfully and wonderfully created, right? And I knew that was in the Bible, but I didn't really ever know like where it was. I've just heard it before, and I mean, it's freaking true, you know what I mean? So I was writing about that and like feeling unworthy, and how I feel like I'm in a season of like debunking or demystifying like these lies that I've consistently told myself. And I think unworthiness is like at the top of that list, and having insecurity. So like all these things are lies, and like comparison and jealousy are like the thieves of joy. And I'm just writing these things like free flowing because I feel like God is speaking them to me, you know what I mean? And I write the fact that I don't have to feel unworthy, and I don't have to feel insecure, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Like there's nothing that I lack, realistically. There is nothing that I lack. And as I'm writing this, right, I move on and I'm just like sitting there reflecting. I was getting a little emotional because, you know, like it was like something heavy. Like it felt good. It was like kind of tears of joy of feeling like happy that I'm like getting taken away from like that place of unworthiness. And like I look at it and I'm like, oh, like that's a lie. When like at one point in my life, I would look at, if I were to personify my unworthiness, I would look at it and say, that's truth, you know? And now I'm in a place where I look at it and it's like me when I'm lying. Like it's such a big lie, you know, that it's like I don't buy it anymore, which is such a huge like feat. It's a lot of progress to be made to get to this place where it's like, ew, like I'm not buying that, you know what I mean? Anyways, a few minutes passed by, and a song that I was listening to, it's called Afraid to Say by Justin Bieber. Justin, freaking love you. But and at the end, a guy is on the track and he's just reciting Psalm 139. I think he said it was verse 13 to 16 or whatever, and he said, I'm awesomely and wonderfully created. And I was like, literally within like minutes. And get this, right? If you know me, you know I am a freaking believer through and through. Like since 2009, my blood is purple. Put your freaking hearts up. Like, yeah. March 1st, Tuesday, like I love Justin Bieber. I've never ever once listened to this song. Never once. Look at God. Look at God. That's all I gotta say. And then my last synchronicity is that, oh, this is a good one. So my last synchronicity is that as I was driving around yesterday, I passed by this restaurant that my family and I really enjoy. And I was like, damn, like I really want that food. I don't want to dox the restaurant because it's near my house and nobody needs to know where I live. Anyways, I passed by the restaurant and I'm like, ooh, like I haven't eaten, like that sounds good, whatever. But I knew I wasn't gonna like go in and buy it. I had food at home and I was like, I'm just gonna like cook, you know? I get home and my parents, I guess my brother had ordered my parents some food, and I ate that up because me and my brother got in a fight yesterday, and I was like, because I was mad at him. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat this sandwich. Anyways, he had ordered my parents' food from that restaurant, and my dad left me half of his sandwich. He happened to have ordered the sandwich that I love. Like, that's my favorite. That's what I would have gotten if I would have eaten at the restaurant, right? Like, I love that sandwich. That's my order, you know? And half of the sandwich, and it's a huge sandwich, so it was like dinner for me, you know? Half of the sandwich was waiting at home for me. And my brother bought it, so I was like, like, period. Yeah, like, I'm gonna eat the sandwich. So, yeah. That's kind of where I'm at right now. That was all the synchronicity that I experienced this week. That was funny. Okay. And the fourth question is, were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Describe them. I think at this point, I'm in a good place with my recovery, and I don't think that I'm experiencing many issues. I feel like what I'm noticing is that I'm kind of in a place of like just needing to commit. Like, I think the only issue that comes to mind is the fact that right now I'm operating in a sense of blind faith, if you will. Is there more parking back there? Oh, okay. Sorry. I've been to the church like twice. I went here last week for Easter and I really liked it, so I came back this week. But yeah, I'm about to be late to the service, but whatever. Not whatever, but I'm gonna have to finish this video. So I feel like I'm operating in a sense of blind faith in terms of like, right now I'm in the thick of a creative process. And I think that in my life, I am just kind of in the thick of some things. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, my commitment is being tested, but it's not in terms of like, I'm being tempted by other things or whatever. It's like having commitment in places that you wouldn't necessarily associate with commitment, right? Like, in order to execute, holy smokes, it's freaking windy out there. In order to execute creative ideas, you need commitment. You need to commit to the idea that's in your head and commit to bringing it to life, right? Like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I feel like for that reason, it can be a little difficult because I'm not seeing like any finished products. I'm not in a place where I can even show anybody anything for the work that I'm doing right now. I'm in a place that only I can see the vision still, and it can be difficult because I think we live in a world that thrives off of finished products and thrives off of what we have to show for ourselves versus like the hard work that it takes to create those things for ourselves. So just like fending off those little like monsters in my brain that want to tell me like, look how much further you have to go, like, you know, in a discouraging way. The discouraging thoughts and the thoughts that I'm not worthy, the thoughts that I'm so far away from where I want to be, the thoughts that you know, that I'm in a saturated field, the thoughts, all of those thoughts, those are not, that's not my business. Like, quite frankly, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like, I have a vision. All I know is that I'm meant to carry it out. That's my business. That's it, right? Like, I don't have to worry about everything else. That's not my part. That's not my part of the deal. You know what I mean? And I think I'm in a place where I have to consistently remember that, because I'm coming from a place that I used to like to control every little thing. I used to think everything was in my control. I was deeply humbled many a time over. So I'm still unlearning those things, and I think I'm doing a good job of unlearning those things, but patience is needed in this season for sure. And that's pretty much it. So that's kind of where I'm at. Again, sorry if I rushed through this, but yeah, I feel like this week flashed by me. So if anything, it's kind of maybe a little bit of a reflection of like how life has been going. I feel like it's crazy. I can't believe I'm 11 weeks in. We have one more week to go, and this process has genuinely changed my life. So again, I just want to say thank you to anyone who has been watching these videos, who has been encouraging me, and who has been there by my side throughout this entire process, because I really do appreciate it. And I feel like I'm a completely different person, let alone a completely different artist and a creative, than I was 11 weeks ago. And I had faith in the process, but it's wild to see it manifest and to experience that inwardly. So yeah, I really, really appreciate everyone who's watched this journey and has tagged along with me and supported me, because it honestly means the world. And I cannot wait to show what I'm working on right now. And it might not be soon, but the time will come, and I want to be able to look back at this time and be like, wow, like that's what it took to get there. And it was so worth it. It was so worth it because I'm really proud of the direction that I'm going in. So yes, I hope everyone has an amazing week. Be safe, y'all. Love you. Bye.